Hey everybody, I'm Justin Wessinger.
Hey everybody, it's Nick Calandra, the site owner of OnlySP.
And I'm Kayvon Greshey. I'm a writer, but not as much featured as of lately.
But welcome all, and back to the OnlySP forum, a discussion show here at OnlySP where we take some gaming topics, talking about them in detail, and generally try to promote healthier discussion about video games. Today we're not talking about any kind of big topics today. We got a big event just around the corner. It's that time of year again, a good old Electronic Entertainment Expo, and we're going to be hella busy.
You mean I'm going to be hella busy?
I'm going to kick back.
You guys just kick back and enjoy the show. I'll be writing news about every 5 seconds.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and we're here today basically to go through all these conferences. There's 8 conferences this year. I don't remember there being that many last year.
There never has been that many.
Never been, so yeah, I figured. So we're just going to go through basically each one and give our predictions as to what we might be seeing, what we hope to see, and let's just get to it. The biggest, the baddest, Bethesda is happening tonight. It's at a weird time too. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 like Eastern, which is where I am. So it's like, come on.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime.
Hey, there is no bedtime tonight. Game of Thrones is on.
Damn right.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Game of Thrones, and then immediately following is the Bethesda conference. But we've all saw that Fallout 4 trailer that released, so they've already released. That wasn't even a teaser, basically. That was a full-on trailer. So I imagine we're most definitely gonna at least see gameplay of Fallout 4.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we will. I mean, this is the first time Bethesda's had a conference. We're going to see Doom gameplay. We're going to see Fallout 4 gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Dishonored 2 leaked yesterday, so I'm assuming we're going to see something about that. Elder Scrolls Online.
I figured they at least talk a little bit about Elder Scrolls Online. That just dropped for consoles last week.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like an expansion's on the way for that.
I wouldn't say that. I think we'll just, we'll get one of those post-release gameplay trailers or.
Yeah, it'll probably just be like, this is our most recent thing, and like that.
Yep.
It'll just be bad.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely see Battlecry there too.
Oh yeah, Battlecry.
Which nobody seems to talk about.
Fallout, man. Fallout's the big thing. I'm most interested in, I'm a big Elder Scrolls Fallout fan, Bethesda in general. So I want to see not only gameplay of Fallout, probably a little bit of story information. They never release any kind of big story information for those games anyway. Just like a basic like plot, like tiny little synopsis.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. That's probably all we'll get. Before the release of Fallout 4, we did a forum way back when they first announced that they would be doing a conference, and we figured it'd either be a Fallout, either be an Elder Scrolls, or a new open world RPG IP. Do you think there's still chance of a new IP coming from Bethesda?
Well, they with that Dishonored 2 leak yesterday, they said there's more surprises in store. So you never know if that's just banter talk or whatever. But
it's hard to say. I'd say no. I just don't see if I mean obviously a new IP. I can't predict a new IP. And why does it sound like it's a waterfall in the background? Okay, there we go.
I think Battlecry free to play or is it a full game? I think it's free to play.
I think so too.
Well, they have that, but we haven't seen Quake almost as long as we haven't seen Doom. So I'm wondering maybe we may see something like teaser for that since they brought back Wolfenstein. They're bringing back Doom.
Now, yeah, Wolfenstein, Old Blood just came out, March or so. Do you think we're going to see anything new for Wolfenstein? They said they're going to be doing more.
Yeah, I think they're always going to do more, but I don't
Isn't that a little early then? If it's only been 3 months?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I think it's a little early, but that Machine Games really made a name for themselves with that game, so I could definitely see them picking up another franchise.
Yeah, they got good momentum.
Yeah, well, if they picked up Quake, that'd be really interesting. If they were asked to do Quake, I doubt that's gonna happen, but hell, that'd be one of my top 5 surprises of E3 if they did.
Mm-hmm. So the biggest games we can all agree on that we'll most definitely see Doom. Well, that we will definitely see Doom. We'll get that Dishonored 2 announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Fallout. probably definitely Elder Scrolls Online. And yeah, Quake would be awesome. There hasn't been a new Quake in a while.
Last one was Quake 4, which Quake 2 was included in that game, and I could never figure out how to enter it.
That's a shame. Maybe Wolfenstein. Probably not, because it just came out. But we'll see tonight. Actually, in what, like... Oh, well, not quite. Like 8 hours or so. 9 hours or so. Pretty soon. Anything else that from Bethesda you might want to see?
I think they're going to be making a lot of money coming up here.
Yeah, I'm excited because it's their first conference. They're going to go all out. I'm excited. But coming early tomorrow morning is Microsoft. Pretty much, I'm not too familiar with all Microsoft has planned other than Halo 5.
Well, they're going to have Forza 6, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Fable Legends.
Oh, yeah, Tomb Raider.
And then they've got a lot of unannounced stuff, and Phil Spencer just announced the other day that Quantum Break, Scalebound, and Crackdown will all be missing E3 and going to Gamescom instead. So, and we'll see the Gears of War remastered, but and the new Gears of War, I think. Probably a teaser trailer for that one.
So Microsoft has so much stuff to release that they can't all do it in this 1 hour.
Which is that's more than 1 hour. Conference is like 2.5, 3 hours almost.
I was surprised with the Quantum Break delay, because I feel like that game has just been like around for a while now, and we just still haven't heard that much about it.
Oh, we haven't heard much about Fable Legends either.
I haven't been hyped for. I mean, unless it's like of the scale of Fable 1, 2, and 3, then it's kind of meh. They did a few Fables that were like they did that Connect Fable. A few other ones. Isn't this Fable? I think Fable Legends is supposed to be like mostly like co-op though.
Well, it's free to play now too, so.
Oh yeah.
But
there you go.
They're doing it a little bit differently than what you've come to expect from free to play. It's like there's not you'll have access to like everything for the game, and then I think it's just the expansions really that you pay for. Maybe I don't know. They really haven't gone into too much I'm sure they're gonna say more about it, but. It's just really weird for a franchise like that to go to free to play.
Mm-hmm. I want to see the biggest thing for Microsoft for me is obviously Halo, and you put up some news about they talked about how the campaign is going to be into like sort of like the fire teams, and it's going to work sort of like a team dynamic, sort of like in Republic Commando, and I thought that was really interesting because that hasn't really been done in Halo, so I want to see at least gameplay of that to see at least how it works.
We'll definitely see the campaign, and yeah, I'm interested to see that too, just because the way that Halo Reach worked, obviously the AI in that game wasn't very smart, and they've had a lot of time to perfect that. But I'm more interested to see the story elements to it, because I mean they're bringing a lot of the lore into Halo 5 now that was in the books, and that's really interesting to me. And they did a really good job with the characters in 4. So.
Yep, and Buck's coming back. All right, all those people that love ODST. He's a Spartan 4 now.
I've never played any of the Halo games, so I can't really say I'm pumped or anything for that.
We'll get out of here.
I never owned an Xbox, so I never got to play it. I only played the multiplayer at friends' houses. That's it.
Halo was the game I've played since my early days of gaming. Like. I was, I think, 7 years old, and I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'm going over to play Super Smash Brothers at my friend's house. Okay, have fun. Get in there. All right, boot up Halo. Let's go.
To speak a little bit about Halo, the multiplayer a little bit. You played the beta, right, Nick? Mm-hmm. How'd you like it compared to I guess Halo 4?
I hate Halo 4's multiplayer. I loved Halo 5's beta.
There you go. I guess that
they got rid of everything that sucked about Halo 4 and put it in a dark corner and said stay there.
Well, that's exciting then. Mm-hmm. So for Microsoft, the biggest, most definitely we will see Halo 5, Tomb Raider, which I'm excited for Tomb Raider. Then
yep.
It seems like Lara Croft is kind of fucked up in the head now, which could be interesting. What else? Fable.
Well, they have a lot of unannounced stuff too. I wouldn't count that stuff out. I'm very curious to see what they come out with, because they had a lot of surprises last year, and Phil Spencer says this E3 is going to top last year's. So,
ooh,
yeah.
Do you think there's any chance of hardware coming from Microsoft?
I'd say price cut, nothing more than that. Maybe making it a 1 terabyte instead of 500 gigs, but
that'd be nice.
Well, they are announcing that 1 terabyte console, but other than that, they just announced that partnership with Oculus so that you can stream all your Xbox One games to it. That's not going to work with Xbox, I don't think, but it's not like their own VR headset or anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as hardware, they have the console, and then they have the new controller, the updated controller coming out too.
Yeah, there's now finally a headphone jack in it. God bless. But I don't know. I want to see what we'll get to it, but I want to see what Valve does at I want to see some Steambox stuff, but we'll get to that. I assume we'll see that at the PC gaming show. But for Microsoft, Halo, Tomb Raider, a bunch of unannounced stuff. Hopefully, Quantum Break finally. We'll see a little bit of it.
Nope, Gamescom.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say push it. My bad. So no Quantum Break. Sorry. When is Gamescom?
August.
Yeah, August.
August. Okay. Gotcha. So immediately following Microsoft is the EA conference, which might be my favorite or my most anticipated. Which is I don't know. I kind of feel bad saying because it's EA, but they have all of the developers I like.
They've been better these past few years.
They've gotten better. Yeah. And for me especially is that's where all the Star Wars stuff is going to be. We're going to see Star Wars Battlefront gameplay, or we better.
We will.
There's 2 other Star Wars games. There's a Visceral Star Wars game and a BioWare Star Wars game. I hope we get a little bit of detail on those. I want to see what mostly BioWare's doing nowadays because they had that.
Look at the new Mass Effect probably.
Yeah, we're definitely getting a look at that, and then we're definitely getting a look at Criterion's new sports action game, whatever they're working on. They last year they revealed a little teaser on it, and it's basically a sports game that goes into extreme sports, and it's a lot of first person stuff. So like, I think there was like hang gliding in it, and like ATVs and
rafting, maybe.
Yeah, all of that kind of extreme sports stuff.
That's neat. So yeah, we'll see that, and probably FIFA and
Madden,
all the usual sports,
NBA.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't spend like an hour on it like they did last year.
Spend like a half hour talking about ball tech and how you can dribble a basketball.
Now, with Battlefield Hardline came out earlier this year, do you think that we're going to see anything Battlefield related?
Nope, because DICE is making Battlefront and Mirror's Edge.
Right.
So Battlefield, they already announced Battlefield 5 though. It's coming out next year.
Oh, of course. I haven't played Battlefield 4, but I played a little bit of Hardline. I like what Hardline was, but a lot of people were saying that Hardline is almost Battlefield 4 reskin. It's very similar, but we'll see. I've sort of lost my interest in first-person shooters nowadays.
Yeah, but, that's kind of how I felt. But me and my buddy have been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately. Which, we're gonna see Black Ops 3. Well, I don't know. There's been rumors about Black Ops or Call of Duty's marketing deal with Microsoft being ended and going to Sony. So we're either gonna see Call of Duty at Microsoft or Sony's conference. I don't know if I believe those rumors. I think they've had too good of a relationship with Xbox to just get rid of that.
Yeah,
that's interesting. There wasn't an Activision conference last year, was there?
No, there's never been one. They never have one.
Never.
They really don't have enough to show off a conference. They have Destiny and Call of Duty and Skylanders. I mean, honestly, who's gonna watch a conference to see Skylanders or
Like I was interested where Call of Duty and Destiny would be follow.
Destiny, I feel will be in Sony's conference because they've had a good relationship.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. And plus, Destiny has this huge expansion coming out this fall, so we're gonna see something about that. But as for EA, hopefully a lot of Star Wars stuff because I can't get enough. And we'll see, hopefully, some Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Yeah, we'll see that. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see if Visceral's been teasing their Star Wars game for a couple months now. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw that along with BioWare's new game. Not their Star Wars game. They're working on a new IP, which they've been talking about on their Twitter accounts a little bit. But
there was a what was that? What was that game that was supposed to be
Star Wars 1313?
Well, yeah, there was Star Wars 1313. I'm hoping if that's not gone, I'm hoping Visceral takes that. But whatever Star Wars game Visceral does, will probably be cool action adventure game.
Yeah, they're rumored to be working on something with Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon.
That's awesome. I'll take it. But BioWare had that asymmetrical multiplayer game that got canceled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shadow Realms.
Yeah, Shadow Realms. That's the name of it. So we'll see Mass Effect. Hopefully, whatever else they're working on, and then a bunch of sports.
And Need for Speed, probably.
EA.
Oh yes.
Actually,
I'm actually really excited for that one because I don't really care that they're rebooting it. I don't really consider it a reboot, but they're going back to the nighttime racing, customization, and everything. So
nice.
I haven't played any of the new ones. The most recent one I had is the remake of Most Wanted that they had a few years ago.
That was the last good one, so you didn't miss out on much. Rivals wasn't bad. The Run.
I heard the Run was terrible.
I actually kind of liked it. I didn't mind it. The races were fun, and driving across the United States, they had all the different landscapes of the United States and shit. If they had the tech that if they had the tech back then that they do now, I'd like to see them retry that and make it a seamless world. That'd be sweet because the crew.
That'd be nice.
Crew did it.
Yeah, I was about to say the crew has been going pretty strong with that.
But if they made another game like The Run with a good narrative and you got to race across the entire United States again, I think that'd be freaking sweet.
That would be cool. So EA Need for Speed. The last Need for Speed I played was probably Underground or something. That was years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Need for Speed, bunch of Star Wars stuff from Visceral, BioWare, DICE. Speaking of which, I keep talking about it. They didn't announce that you can pre-order Battlefront now. There's some deluxe edition. They get you a bunch of pre-order bonuses, and if you I would advise against pre-ordering, but if you're as big as Star Wars fan as I am, go ahead and pre-order it. I'm be a hypocrite there.
Yuck.
And then sports, and that'll be EA. Tomorrow afternoon. After EA is Ubisoft. Now I don't really know what to expect from Ubisoft apart from Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Well, they got.
I would love to see a new Splinter Cell.
Well, they've got Assassin's Creed, The Division, Rainbow Six.
Siege. Yeah.
I know I'm missing something here. I can't think of it. It's probably not important. Probably is important. But they've always got surprises in store for us. So I don't know how many. It's been 2013 was Watch Dogs.
Yeah, they could announce a Watch Dogs too.
Yeah, that it wouldn't surprise me with how quickly they put out Assassin's Creed. So.
I mean, they are. I think the Ubisoft's boss basically when Watch Dogs came out basically said they made the game designed to have sequels because that's the way they can make money on it.
That game sold a shit.
That's
ton
their
of
model.
Copies, so.
Yeah, that's their model nowadays. Anyway, they don't make franchises. They don't make.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. So we'll see Syndicate. I'm not too. I mean, I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, but it's just all right. It's sort of like a Call of Duty now. Just all right, there's the Assassin's Creed for this year.
I haven't played
I'd love
since
to see
3.
Splinter Cell.
I gave up after 3. I just broke my relationship with it. I said I'm not giving Ubisoft any more money after that abomination of a game.
That might be a good idea, especially after seeing Unity and how amazing it performs.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but I'd love to see Splinter Cell. But like you said, there's Division and Rainbow Six, so I don't know if we get Splinter Cell on top of that.
Division got delayed to 2016, but so Ubisoft's gonna make a lot of money this year, though. I mean, Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed are gonna be their top sellers, and then
I was really wanting to see more Division stuff. But I mean, I guess
you'll
it's a good
thing
they're
see
pushing
it.
back.
You just won't get to play it till next year.
Right, but sadly, cry.
I'm interested to see whatever secret announcements they have, though. Oh, and there's another Just Dance coming, of course.
Yes, that's just what I wanted.
That's exactly what I've been waiting for.
There's 5 of those now.
You know that's your most anticipated game. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Star Wars can sit behind that.
Yeah, there's Star Wars Just Dance, like, so I can get the best of both worlds.
I'm also,
but yeah, I mean,
they've been announcing a smaller indie game most E3s too. So they've had
from Ubisoft.
Yeah, they had Child of Light and then Grow Home and Valiant Hearts. So I'm interested to see if they make another one. I'm sure they will. Those games are making them a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see a Rayman?
Interesting.
You know, we might. We very well might, or we might see something else. I think I'm not sure if they're making any new IPs. I don't know. Ubisoft, honestly, I think they're aside from Assassin's Creed leaking out every year, but I think they keep their games pretty well guarded.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, tomorrow. So the big ones from Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see some Division. We'll probably see some Division. Definitely see some Siege, Rainbow Six. There's not a lot of information on the single player aspect of Rainbow Six, is there?
Nope. And I'm wondering if they're going to show off any of that. I don't know. It's a multiplayer game first, but they said they're going to try and incorporate some single player stuff in there. You know, I mean, it's only got till October to release, so.
So yeah, we'll hopefully see something like that.
No better time to announce stuff.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And that's Ubisoft, and hopefully, like you said, small indie. I just finished Child of Light the other day. I've had it when it released, but never played it.
I'm still bummed out that Rainbow Six Patriots was never a thing. That tech demo with the campaign they showed looked really interesting.
Well, maybe they'll do something nice for the Siege single player. So
yeah, they better. You hear that, Ubisoft? You better make something single player for us.
Better.
Or we're coming for you. We're coming.
Yeah, the single players are coming. They're gonna. So after Ubisoft is the Sony press conference, which it might be pretty big this year. Sony, because Ratchet and Clank. I love Ratchet and Clank.
Same.
Well, we know we know pretty much nothing about that conference. I think you can expect to see Guerrilla Games' new Horizon game, which is an open world action shooter fighting game with robot dinosaurs and crazy weapons.
It kind of looks like Destiny with robot dinosaurs. That's the vibe I'm getting from it.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
And Shinobi did say there's a dedicated single player mode in it, and he's been pretty damn accurate with pretty much every leak he's put out there. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm excited for that one.
That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like I said, obviously Ratchet and Clank, and I'm interested in Destiny because they're supposed to. I've sort of trying to figure out Destiny here. I've had a love-hate relationship with Destiny since launch. But House of Wolves was their latest expansion that came out in May, and they did a good job with I can't say it's single player, but the storytelling and stuff in that game. There were more characters in that expansion. There was more dialogue, and it just felt good. And there's supposed to be a huge expansion coming for Destiny,
Taken King,
in the fall. Yeah, the Taken King, that's the leaked name. They're probably gonna reveal it now, and that's gonna include a new subclass for each class, which is a big deal. Probably new planets, a new raid, new everything. Basically, like almost like a Destiny 2.
I don't know if it's gonna be that big. That's
yeah, I don't think it'll be that big. I mean, it'll probably be a little bit bigger than House of Wolves, I'd imagine, since House of Wolves and the whatever the first one was called, I don't remember.
Dark Below.
Dark Below, yeah. Since those were part of the first season pass, Taken King isn't, so I'd expect that Taken King content extra is going to be another $30, knowing Activision.
We'll see, yeah. Because
more
than it needs to be.
Well, what were the other two, like 15 or 20? Were they 20?
They were. I want to say they were 20 each, but the season pass was like 35.
Right. So they would have been 20 each then. So yeah, I can definitely see the Taken King being $30.
We'll see. I'm thinking it's going to be a big. Cause it's rumored to be. Well, there's the subclasses, definitely new subclasses, and there's new weapon types.
Well, they're gonna have to add new locations just to keep the game interesting.
But we'll see. There was a rumored pricing for that for $40.
Oh God,
which is which is even more than it needs to be.
Just depends what how much content's in there.
Exactly. We'll see. Probably at the Sony conference, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, if Activision's kept their deals going, then we'll see Call of Duty, at Microsoft conference, and then Sony at Destiny.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't really know what else.
I mean,
Sony would put out.
Sony is like, as the former PlayStation Lifestyle writer, I'm like all things Sony. So, as far as my predictions, like I think we're gonna see something from Sony Santa Monica, whether it's a new God of War for PS4 or not, I don't know, but we'll see something from them. I think we'll see what Media Molecule has been doing, just because they've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, we will definitely see that.
Let's see here. Sucker Punch. I mean, they've been doing. I mean, Infamous. It was like what, last year. So like, maybe we'll see something.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see the Infamous. Probably Uncharted stuff.
Yeah,
right?
we'll definitely see Uncharted stuff. They're probably gonna open with an Uncharted 4 demo if they like. I don't know. Like,
or they'll finish with
they'll start or finish. It's gonna start or finish. They're not gonna do that in the middle. Let's see, what else can I think
There's
of here?
also a Sony Ben's rumored game, which is supposed to be some type of open world horror game. But I actually saw a rumor the other day that was kind of interesting. It's not really from a super credible site. They kind of just lift news and shit. But it's rumored to be an open world Resistance game, which is kind of funny because I just mentioned that in my editorial about when Sony needs to bring Resistance back. So who knows where they got that rumor from, but
I mean, I think Resistance, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. I mean, like, Killzone Shadowfall kind of like was like meh. So like, and Sony needs like their like flagship like first person shooter.
Well, so, the rumor is that it's supposed to be third person open world title. So that's why you put two and two together, and I can see that working. I can see them making it into some type of survival game. But I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know if the way the guns, and I think it'd be too much of a change for the franchise for people to really take it seriously.
Yeah, Resistance has always been first person shooter for me. So like
crazy weapons, first person.
Yeah, that would be like a complete 180 from a typical Resistance.
Yeah, I think it'll be something. I think it'll be something revolving around aliens, open world, and horror. But I don't think it's gonna involve Resistance.
Yeah. We'll also see, I'm fairly confident we'll see some sort of Bloodborne expansion, just because that's been like really successful.
Well, they already announced there's an expansion coming, so we'll see that too.
There's that Dark Souls 3 leak that I don't know if it's credible. I don't know if we'd see that at all.
Oh yeah, it's credible. IGN, there's art for it and everything now, other than those pictures we got. So that's definitely a thing. I don't think we'll see that at a conference though, since that one's usually coming to Xbox and PS4. So
yeah,
I think we'll just see it it's either gonna be revealed at IGN's live streams or GameSpot's, one of the two.
Gotcha.
Most likely IGN's.
Well, the big ones for Sony that we will most definitely see: Uncharted, most definitely Ratchet and Clank, probably some Destiny stuff, and probably some some of their PS4 or PlayStation exclusive, maybe God of War, maybe Resistance, whoever else. I'm not.
My fingers crossed. It's not going to happen, but a Sly Cooper 5.
Ooh, that'd be the reveal of the year.
Those games are my childhood. I love those games, and
yeah.
The funny thing is that Sony announced or said last week or something like that their first party lineup is pretty sparse for the end of this year, and then that kind of made everybody seem, they're not going to show anything at E3. It's like, no, that's not how this works. They're saying their lineup is sparse this year, but that doesn't mean they're not going to show off everything they're working on this year. They've got 3 hours to do it. So, and last year I thought Sony's conference last year was pretty lackluster. They showed off a lot of indie stuff, which is fine. I like indie stuff, but
yeah, there's going to be the quintessential indie sizzle reel.
Now, same question as Microsoft. Do you think we're going to see any hardware from Sony?
I could really see a price cut, just because I know that they want to stay competitive, and I know Xbox has been kind of inching closer to them these past few months.
I don't see a price cut. It's selling like hotcakes still. So We'll see Morpheus, but
Yeah, that's the only other.
I'm interested to see what they say about PlayStation Now and the statistics behind that, if it's really working for them or not.
Also, how many Vita games are going to be announced? Like 1, maybe 2?
Vita?
-1? What's that?
People still have Vitas? Like,
they're announced they're taking away games from the Vita now.
well, that's Sony. That'll be tomorrow evening. Oh, nighttime for me, actually.
Yep,
That'll 9.
That'll
9
finish
PM.
up the conferences for tomorrow. That's gonna be
Yep.
9 hours of coverage with 1 hour break for me throughout the day.
Oh boy,
Starting at
Fun.
11:30. I love my life.
it'll be fine.
I bought a 24-pack of Mountain Dew just for me to do this.
There you go.
And I have
That'll
my
help
Doritos too, to make it professional looking.
I'd help you out Nick, if I didn't have to study.
you. Yeah. Fill the stereotype.
I found I took a picture when that Geoff Keighley thing came out, like, how many years ago was that now? 4 years ago? I don't know. But that thing came out, and I took a picture of myself holding Mountain Dew and Doritos and put it on our Facebook page. I was like, I'm doing this right?
Yeah, you're a gamer now.
I'm sponsored now. I don't care about my
Yeah.
job. I just sponsored me for money and Doritos and Mountain Dew to enhance my fattiness.
Yep. So that'll wrap up Monday's conferences from Microsoft to Sony, those big four. And starting bright and early on Tuesday is Nintendo. And I'm not... The only thing I really want to see from Nintendo is what this whole next thing is. It's got to be hardware, whether it's handheld or a new console or
Yeah, I don't think you'll
whatever.
see it. I don't think you'll see it this year because they got.
You don't think?
No, they got too many exclusives coming up. You'll see it next year. I bet though, because I think what they're really trying to do. Maybe I'm not being smart here, but maybe I am. I don't know, but. They got The Legend of Zelda coming, Star Fox,
Oh, right.
all those big games coming. I think they're trying to rack in the dollars on the consoles, and then that's going to end it.
Isn't Legend of Zelda delayed though? I feel like they said it's not going to be at the conference.
Yeah, they're not showing at the conference. Probably come out next. It's coming out next year.
Definitely got to see Star Fox then, because they said Star Fox would be out
that'll
before
be out.
Zelda.
Yeah, that'll be out this year, probably the end of this year. But I think what they're going to try to do though is release the NX in 2017. Get all their exclusives and all that out of here, ride the momentum onto the next console.
Interesting.
Kind of like what Sony did with PS3. They had all those big, huge exclusives at the very end, and then just look at that momentum for the PS4.
Yeah.
Just boosted it.
Closed out The Last of Us and then just went on to.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like Nintendo's trying to follow that model.
That's interesting. Probably a Mario game in there somewhere.
Oh, really?
There was a good bit of Mario last year.
Well, has that Mario Creation game hasn't come out yet, has it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we'll see
We'll
that.
probably see more of that. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know.
I'm still waiting for Mario Sunshine 2. So.
Has there been a Pikmin game on the Wii U yet?
Yeah, there has.
There has.
3
Okay.
was on the Wii U. I don't know
That's
if we're
like
going to see a 4.
that's like the one game I'd pick up on the Wii U and Super Smash.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hell though, I like that they're bringing back a lot of their classic franchises, but they also need to do more new stuff.
Yeah, well, I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast, but Nintendo, what they do right is that their first party stuff is like really good. Like the Mario games last year, what was it? Like Super Mario 3D World or whatever. That was supposed to be really good. Captain Toad came out and that was really good. Obviously Smash Bros. So they just need to do that with Star Fox, Legend of Zelda, and bring Metroid back, and then everybody will be happy.
Metroid.
Yeah, I just want Metroid.
I still think they need to start making some new iconic characters for the new generation of gamers. I mean, that's all stuff we grew up with.
That's a good point. I guess.
I've said this how many times, but they are being stupid and not releasing an open world Pokemon game.
Yep. They're just
now that they have amiibos, they're missing out.
away.
They have amiibos now and Pokemon. Like, I don't understand whose brain is not putting 2 and 2 together here that you're sitting on $1 billion franchise.
I hope they show off more stuff with amiibos. I feel like that's like their use is kind of limited right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. And that honestly, an open world Pokemon game at the Nintendo conference, that would be the biggest E3 bombshell in years.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, they have the amiibos, they have the cards. You get the amiibo and the cards, you put them together. Look how much money you're gonna make. Like
I saw a cool idea on Reddit a while ago for a open world Pokemon game where it's sort of based on regions. So like people in the United States would be able to catch Pokemon in there, and then trade with people in Asia that catch their landlocked Pokemon based on around the world. And that'd be a really interesting idea. I don't know how they'd pull it off, but that'd be a really cool idea. I think.
Yeah, the last Pokemon game I ever played was Emerald, and that's when I was like, 9 years old, 8 years old? I don't remember.
Emerald was a classic.
I just remember sitting in my living room trying to catch that green one, the one on the cover.
Rayquaza.
Yeah, and I was getting so pissed off. I think I said my first curse word right in front of my mom because I couldn't catch it. She's like, "Oh, I need to take that away from you." I was like, "No."
I had a pretty strong Pokemon childhood because my grandmother played Pokemon with me. Believe it or not, she had her own Game Boy Advance. I had my own Game Boy. Eventually, we both had our own DSs, and she went hard on those games. Like, I still have some of her games, and if you go into her computer on the game, she filled out the Pokédexes all the way in most games. Yes, and then 2 trained like over half of all those Pokemon to level 100.
Jeez.
And I was like, wow, get a life.
Yeah, Grandma. Get a life, Grandma. Just shouldn't, she's going to tell you, it's like, I had a life, and you entered my world.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Nintendo. Hopefully something Pokemon. I don't know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire or whatever came out last year. I don't know if it's anything from them.
Maybe we'll get like the third game for like X and Y. We'll get Z because they usually do that.
Oh yeah, you're right. We'll probably see that.
If I was the owner of that company though, I'd be pulling my hair out. Like,
just like we need new letters. We've run out of colors.
Not that, just the fact that they haven't done what they should have done years ago, and that I can guarantee you that open world Pokemon game would push those consoles out of the market. Like, it just
the closest thing they've had is Pokemon Coliseum, which I enjoyed that that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game Freak has been riding this this model they've had.
Well, because it works
for a while. Yeah,
it's very well.
Works, it sells.
But I think I remember reading some time ago, like a comment on Reddit or something like that Game Freak still owns Pokemon, like Nintendo doesn't own it. Right. And so they're just incredibly bullheaded about bringing it to consoles because what they do is easy.
They're getting enough money from what they're doing.
So much money. So much
more money.
Well, hopefully we'll see something from that Nintendo. Definitely, I'm 100% positive we'll see Star Fox because that'll be out this year.
Yep.
Probably whatever else.
New Super Smash Bros. Characters leaked.
Yeah,
so.
probably.
Oh yeah,
Ryu.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that had that. You could like request your own or suggest your own on their website or whatever, and they had that campaign a few months ago. So we'll see. So we'll see Nintendo bright and early Tuesday morning. Since following Nintendo is Square Enix. Now, the only thing I'm not big into Square Enix games apart from Just Cause. We'll see Just Cause 3.
We'll
the biggest thing I want to see is Just Cause is the size of the map, because Just Cause 2's map was pretty big.
They already said it's about the same, but it's just a hell of a lot more diverse, though.
That's good, at least.
And more stuff to blow up.
That's good. That's the best. That's all I really want from Just Cause, is to be able to spend 10 minutes traveling across the map and then blow everything up on the way.
That's what games are meant to do.
Yeah. But apart from that, I really don't know what else they put in, what they'd show off.
Let's see here. Are they doing a new Deus Ex?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll see. Mankind Divided.
New Deus Ex. I just brain farted hardcore, but we were just talking about it. I was kind of looking at the Steam sale and saw some games on sale that I don't have money for. So, new Deus Ex. What was the game you were just talking about? Oh, new Just Cause. Duh.
Yeah.
And And then they have a bunch of unannounced stuff too. I saw something the other day that said they had like 6 unannounced games.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not sure.
Do they do Kingdom Hearts? Is that Square Enix or is that someone else?
I think that
is Square Enix.
Yeah.
In that case, we'll probably see Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's like.
Hopefully. One can hope.
We might get a teaser trailer for that. They said Final Fantasy's not going to be there again, so there's that. We may see a new Hitman. They've been working on one, so we might see that.
Interesting.
Other than that, though, I really don't know what else.
Oh, sorry to backtrack a little bit. Back to Sony. Last Guardian.
Oh God, dude, don't get me started, man.
We're gonna see it this year. E3.
You can believe it all you want.
2015.
I can't go through the pain again, man.
I understand. Can't get our hopes hopes up too much.
Yeah, let's not even talk about The Last Guardian.
Alright.
It just
back to Square Enix. Hopefully we'll see Last Guardian.
No, we're gonna cut this part out of this. Just when you go to edit this, just put a large beep for Last Guardian.
Yeah. Alright. Do that. Back to Square Enix. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Just Cause 3.
Maybe
Hearts, maybe
maybe new Hitman, and I have no idea what else the hell. Well, new Tomb Raider. I'm sure they'll show that off too.
But that might be Microsoft's conference though, just because.
Well, it'll be there, and probably I would guess they have a separate demo for their own conference.
Yeah, they might.
They'll double dip.
Who does that? Call of Duty does that, or no? EA did that quite a few times for some of their games. They'll double dip their games.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll so like at Microsoft conference, since they're publishing it, sort of. I bet we'll see. Maybe we'll just see a trailer at Microsoft's conference and then gameplay at Square Enix, or the other way around.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That could work.
I could see that. Yeah.
Or maybe we'll see a single player at one conference and multiplayer at the other. They've done that before too.
Is it gonna have multiplayer?
Right. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Just like the first one did too.
I haven't played the first one yet, so.
What's wrong with you,
dude? MCATs, man. School. It's just so much work.
See, this is why you need a schedule. So you wake up, you eat, you go to class, play video game, eat, study, sleep. And there you go. There's your day.
Time.
That's how I do in college. Well, I could be doing better.
Yeah, these past few weeks have been rough because it's been wake up, eat, study, go to sleep. That's been the last month and a half.
But that's basically Square Enix, probably Tomb Raider, Just Cause, Deus Ex, Kingdom Hearts, and like you said, they have a bunch of unannounced stuff. And the final conference on Tuesday is the PC Gaming Show, which I think is mostly just going to be hardware. I think we're going to see probably Oculus, probably Steam Machine.
I think we might see a little bit more net. I think if they're going to have that show, I think we're going to see some games out of it. I think what I think is we're definitely going to see that new engine and action from Oxide Games, or Oxide, whatever it's called. Let me look it up real quick. But I think we'll see some Star Citizen there and some other big PC exclusive titles. Maybe that new Warhammer game.
That'd be interesting.
From Total War Warhammer. I think we'll see that.
I'm just mostly interested in VR. I want to see. Oculus revealed their whole new design, and they have those weird controllers now that are motion tracking. And of course, we have the Hive or whatever. That's HTC and Valve.
Starbreeze just announced their own VR headset too, as well.
Cool.
And it's going to be used for their new Walking Dead game.
Ooh.
And then, but what I was talking about earlier, Oxide Games, they developed this new Nitrous engine, which is a next generation RTS engine that basically you can have, how Rome Total War, stuff like that, all the units kind of look the same, and they don't have all their own like AI or anything.
Right.
Well, this Nitrous engine does that. It gives everything its own AI, its own lighting, everything. So instead of having from 10,000 to 10,000 simpler units, you can have 1,000 highly complex units. And so the game they're developing is supposed to, or they're not developing it, but let me find it again. Yeah, here it's called Ashes of the Singularity, and it's basically the battlefields take over like an entire huge landscapes where there's like a huge war going on, and everything is controlled, by you. Every missile has its own lighting source, and laser has its own lighting source.
Neat.
Yeah, it's really cool looking, and I can guarantee you'll probably see that. If they don't show that off, I'm gonna go nuts because I want to see it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, apart from VR, is more Steam Machine information. I just want to see the Steam Machine come out and set the bar for specs and just give more reason why you don't need to buy an Xbox One and PS4, apart from exclusives. I think that's what we'll see at the PC Gaming Show.
There's been a lot of VR games announced at that pre-conference the other day too. There's Edge of Avenger from Insomniac Games, and then Chronos from Gunfire Games, who most of that team was the lead developers on Darksiders.
Oh, cool. But so yeah, that anything else from the PC Gaming Show or any of these conferences you think we'll see?
Well, there's general stuff. I don't know what conference is going to be shown, but like we'll definitely see Arkham Knight, just because that's like releases coming up soon.
Arkham Knight. We'll see Telltale. They tease a little bit of Walking Dead.
Yeah, they're doing something big related to Walking Dead tomorrow.
We'll see Battleborn, and if Gearbox is working on another Borderlands type thing.
Yeah.
We'll see Platinum Games, whatever they're working on. There's rumors that it's a Transformers thing.
That was confirmed this morning.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of their continued deal with Activision. They developed that Legend of Korra game. I'm not sure how big this Transformers game is going to be, but if they've released a new Transformers game every couple of years, so if I know High Moon Studios was working on or helping out with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So I guess Platinum's taking over for Transformers, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know if it's like a continuation of what High Moons did, or if it's like its own like separate Transformers game. Like, could be either.
It's got a whole different art style now, so I would assume it's its own thing, and they're trying to get closer to the comics.
Yeah.
Is what I would guess. And then one big rumor that we may or may not see at E3 is Mafia 3.
Ah, yes.
Ooh.
There's a voice actor pretty much confirmed it. We had a source that was working PR for 2K back 2 years ago that told me straight up that Mafia 3 is in development, and then it got moved to Hangar 13, and because 2K Czech was originally developing it, and then they went under and moved to 2K Novato. So Novato was developing it. So that may be a surprise announcement at E3. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because that game, I know they were rebuilding it from the ground up, but I mean it's been over a year now, so I think they're ready to show it off. And they're developing their new proprietary tech for it. So,
ooh. Do you think we're going to see anything from Rockstar?
Maybe a Red Dead.
Maybe
because it's been a while.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking too.
Well, going off The Last Guardian, Agent.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, Agent.
I don't think we'll be seeing. I wish companies would just give you a damn update on games like that, though. Like,
yeah,
just say, hey, it's canceled, we're not working on it. But since they haven't said that, then it's probably still in the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Rockstar likes to screw with everybody, so.
Yeah, they like to play around.
I'm also interested to see what we see from Crytek this year, because the guys that are going are getting a look at a new VR tech demo, and then their PR guy was teasing something on his Twitter profile as well.
That'd be interesting.
I really hope they make a Rise 2 though someday and expand on it.
You think?
Yeah, I really.
Son of Rome?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game.
It seemed to me that game was more of like a tech demo for what those consoles can do, and now a sequel could be like.
That's what people said about The Order, but both those games were not. I mean, sure, the gameplay was not super innovative, but I liked Rise's story. I thought it was a lot better than a lot of a lot of games that were coming out at the time. It was really interesting at the end. The ending was super badass.
Cool, yeah.
Gameplay just needs to be expanded on. But once I played that, though, going back to Assassin's Creed combat felt like crap.
Assassin's Creed
I bet,
yeah. Oh, God.
Speaking of which, I just to say it, I was watching, I was reading some article someone was writing about Witcher 3, and they compared Witcher 3 combat to Assassin's Creed combat, and I just had to facepalm.
Yeah.
But I think that might wrap it up for our predictions for E3. It's going to be a big one. You know, the most conferences ever. There's 8 conferences. Bethesda's their first conference ever. The whole conference dedicated to PC.
Square Enix's first conference ever too.
Oh, really? There you go.
I believe. I don't think they've ever had a conference. I know they haven't since I started covering. That's been almost 6 years now. So.
Oh well, a lot to look forward to starting tonight in just not a few hours, soon.
8 hours.
8 hours, and we're gonna be pretty busy here at OnlySP, making sure you guys get all the news. And let's get to work, I guess.
Well,
Nick get to work.
I'll get to work. I still gotta do the weekend review today. I gotta give out all these giveaway codes. I gotta eat and sleep, and my day's really hard. But be sure to check out our Patreon if you haven't yet. We haven't really advertised it much on YouTube, but we did start a Patreon, and it's going to fund our writers on the site, the media content creators, and expand our audience through advertising. So if you enjoy our content, want to see it more often on a daily basis, I guess that kind of contradicted myself there. If you want to see our content more often, be sure to check it out and maybe think about supporting us.
Yep, for as little as $1 a month. A link will be in the description, so you can check it out. And
I think that'll do it.
We're going to be busy. Yeah, we're going to be busy. I'm Justin, with me, Nick and Kayvon. And
enjoy your E3 2015.
Enjoy Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Yes.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
I hope
prepare to cry.
Somebody's
gonna die.
Let's not spoil anything, but last week's episode almost drew a tear from my manly eye.
Oh, yeah. That was I
tough.
feel you, man.
That was tough. So yeah, thank you all for watching our predictions. Let us know what you think you're going to be seeing this week in the comments below, and what you really want to see, and tell us how much you want to see Last Guardian, and how sad you're going to be when you don't. Agent, yes,
and every other game that's been missing since 2010.
That's right. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Okay. You mean Half-Life 4, right?
Yes. Half-Life 5.
Hey, well, all right. Here's my prediction for PC conference. What if Valve just comes on stage and says, "Yep, Left 4 Dead 3 is coming, Half-Life 3 is coming, Portal 3 is coming," drops the mic and walks off.
The internet would break just at that very moment.
It would break. You're like, I'd be speechless. That'd be great. But again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for all the E3 coverage this week, and love your faces.